Sir, we are overrun.
Okay, so now to show the power of short vehicles and units, notice that you don't see half of the missile carriers easily as I'm panning the battlefield. They're either hidden behind something, behind a wall, behind a building, but they can still rain down fire, which will aggravate your opponent. Same thing if I switch sides. Now, with indirect fire, I have a spotter in the middle of the screen here on top of said building. I have another spot team on top of the tower, and then I have another spot team on the other side of the refinery. And just behind the wall, excuse me, I have 2 striker tanks and an SRM carrier. Behind the command building is another SRM carrier, LRM carrier, LRM carrier. There's an LRM carrier on the back end of the cooling tower. So that's anywhere from 24 to 36 inches from the lead enemy units all the way up to long range where I have everything in the back. There's anything on the boat, which would make this a devastating kill box if you could keep the enemy from busting through the main gate here, or just having them sail over the walls. Regardless of how it plays out, you have plenty of options. So with that, indirect fire is what you make of it. I highly recommend it. There are very cheap indirect fire units. However, your ultimate goal is to create a traffic control zone where your enemy has to break what you have or ignore it. Now, keep in mind that the boomerang spotter planes that I'm using proxies of can counteract the indirect fire advantage simply by sailing over, maintaining their TMM, and spotting for your indirect fires from the Dragon's Fury in the back here and crush the LRM carriers. Statistically one at a time since they're so slow and hard to defend. So that's the 3-minute version of Alpha Strike Tactics using indirect fire, deployment, setup, and gameplay. Peace.